guys, welcome back to Mr. Leafy's videos on YouTube, and I just wanted to go over something today that really made a difference in gameplay on Realms or multiplayer. It's called the radius, or the game changer. What's the better word for it? It's pretty much a spawn protector, I could say. So let me go ahead and turn on the output, so that way you see what's going on through the command block. Alright, so this only works in survival mode because I set it up that way. It would actually affect the creative mode player unless you put exceptions in there. So let's go ahead and see. So these signs, so technically the only downside is you have to make the radius a little bit bigger so that people can't break the blocks from where they can reach. So just keep that in mind. So you have to have it at least a little bit bigger than you expect, so that way people can't reach and break your stuff. Alright, the button doesn't mean anything. I just want to show you, even with these effects, you can still interact with blocks, no matter what. So they could take stuff from chests, so just beware of that. Unless you protect it by putting a block above it. That way they can't break the block. And that's one way to protect your stuff. So you could have that as like a lock. It's just putting a dirt block on top of your chests and stuff. Alright, so let me go ahead and take off the feedback. This way we won't spam our messages. Alright, so back here we're going to show you, so it's the radius here. I have the white blocks, or the iron blocks, to show the radius. I'm just kind of showing you again here the interaction that you have as a survival player only. So you can take stuff out, put it back in. So yeah, once again it says, so with the blocks, when you do a radius, it takes the block that has the radius command in it to heart, essentially. That's the heart of the radius. So I did some experimenting, and I actually had to do some I guess some measurements stuff, or tests you could say, from the radius to see what worked best. And I actually have some decimals. Don't let that confuse you or stress you out. I'll go over everything real quickly, and you can just go over the video again. If you want me to slow down, let me know next time. I'll make another video and slow down and kind of give you more specifics on it. But here I'm showing you that even outside the radius, you can destroy blocks within reach. So just be aware of that. That's why you make it a little bit bigger. So alright, I'm in creative mode. Let's go ahead and explore the commands. Alright, so down here we got, we clear the effects. Here's the mining fatigue effect though. So here it's the slash effect at everybody, radius 1, and M equals 2, which would be the adventure mode. Alright, we'll come back to that in a second. So here's the adventure mode 1, game mode 2. So it'll put you into game mode 2 when you get to zone, a radius of 14.5. So you kind of have to experiment what works best. Also game mode 0, which is survival, and there's a radius. So you make the radius bigger, and then you have a radius minimum, which is going to be pretty much where the maximum is of the adventure mode. Alright, and that's just to clear it. Alright, so just go ahead and pause the video at those things if you want to get a better understanding of the coding. You can either just copy it exactly, but luckily with the radius you don't have any specific coordinates, so you can actually copy those commands exactly. And then obviously you can add more radius, more distance if you want, but that's essentially what it is. So let me go ahead and just click through them here in a second. Oh yeah, this button doesn't matter anyway, so I'm going to delete the button. Alright, so mining fatigue, adventure mode. See, those are the main two blocks that you're going to deal with. Alright, I have survival, so that way you can actually end the adventure mode, and then I have this clear effect, so that way the mining effects immediately clears when you get out a certain distance. So that way you don't have to worry about it taking a while to rub off, essentially. And if you don't want the mining effect to spam chat as well, you can actually put it out, a maximum time frame, so that way it does it once every so often, and then and you can actually just clear it when they walk out of the zone, so it doesn't really matter anyway. how long you do it. But if you don't have a clear effect, you're going to have to make sure the effect's like every couple seconds, so that way it just eventually goes away. All right, so that's the end of the video. I appreciate you guys listening in, and I hope that was helpful. You can actually put exceptions in there